And out now come the Vikings. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe...
My service is not working. Yes, internet.
It was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And the play clock's running down. On first down, Murray. And some room to work. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Forbath out to kick this one away. On the return, Fitzgerald to Sunk. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. A little juke.
Watch out,
He's
bad
got
boy.
some breathing room.
Watch out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. We were
yesterday you didn't hear me complaining. I seen you had it on all.
That's in.
And we put it on her.
No.
19.
All-star.
16. 1.
Yeah.
0.
Let me see what you're doing all match.
1.
Remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a fairly solid idea.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this end-to-end. Across the 40.
A little
Double it.
a dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up, but I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that.
Right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now the toss to Bell running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. This is Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
Told?
Yeah. Just a minute.
Hurt?
Maybe I had a comment wrong.
Oh, they... It's like he's going to throw it. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down.
A little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Bradford with a give to Murray, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we've reached halftime here. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has...
Body drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. On the move to his left. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Bradford now after the fumble recovery. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. Touchdown, Vikings. Jarius Wright, 45 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And he is going to get this one back to the...
Okay, thank you. No problem. Speed.
20-yard line. Forbath out to kick this one away. Sammy Coates now to return it. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Partner, they're up big, They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often...
Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And some strong running. Flush to his right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to get a score back. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
That time, a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, nice move. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. A play fake to Murray. Now it's Bradford. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result of it.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The play fake to Murray. Now Bradford. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Bradford going to give it to Murray. Murray, strong running, and he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
You and I both know that you don't really, truly replace Adrian Peterson. But Latavius Murray is a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
Off the play fake. Bradford escaping the pressure right. And fights him off. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The play fake. Bradford. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. They go play action. Now Bradford going deep for Diggs. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned.
And now the young man has it. It's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eli Rodgers, 68 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now that shaves.
I won. I might as well just quit this one. I won.